Alright, hello citizens of the Nigelverse. It's Nigel once again, and welcome back to Labyrinth. So, as always, I got some poetry for you guys. If this is your first episode of Dixie from Labyrinth, welcome. But if you're returning, welcome back. But if you are new, what he mainly do, with some exceptions, is I read poetry. So, I got some poems for you guys. So without further ado, let's get right into it. This first poem, oh man, these first three are written by me, of course, and then the last two are written by other poets. Let's get right into it. The first one is called Snow in November. It often snows in November, at least here in Buffalo. Winter is supposed to begin in December, but we like jumping the gun, I guess. It did snow yesterday. Really, it's been snowing for a few days now. A storm watch was in place. I believe it went in place on Monday, if I'm not mistaken. Either Monday or Sunday. But it hit my neck of the woods, and I shouldn't be surprised. And I shouldn't be upset, but I'm at least one of those things. I'm not really surprised, but it does it was a bit frustrating to walk to. Obviously, it wasn't anything major. Like, we've seen much worse, especially here in Buffalo, but it was, the snow is pretty to look at until you gotta walk through it. It's Buffalo. Oh, it's on the border of winter time, even though it is November. What can you do? This next poem is called "What Is Love." Baby, don't hurt me. No, I'm kidding. What is love? There are plenty of definitions. Some say it's what you say. Some say it's what you do. Some say it's how you feel. Some say it's how you show it. Some say it's physical and tangible. Some say it's emotional. Some say it's planned out and requires a lot of thought. Some say it's a leap of faith. Some say it's sacrifice. Some say it's increase. But which one is true? Love, for a lot of different people, has many different definitions. And I brought up some of them. For some people, love is your actions, and it's what you do. How do you show someone you love them? Some say it's emotional. How do you feel about a person? Do you feel love for them? What type of love do you feel for them? Is it family love? Is it friendship love? Is it romantic love? There's several different kinds of love. Is it physical and tangible? Is it the amount of stuff you buy them? Is it what you say? Hey, how often do you say I love you? Or what words do you say that are kind of love words? I love you, I cherish you, I care about you, stuff like that. Love has a number of definitions, and what it means to you is what it means to you, but love takes on many forms. So I guess it doesn't quite. Which one is true is what I asked at the end, kind of just to get you thinking, like, how do I define love? And really, I'd say it's at least, if not all these things, then at least like a combination of a lot of these things. Me personally, I do believe it's both what you say and what you do. Like, how you show someone you love them. Do you tell them how often that you love them? Do you try to find ways to spend time with them? Do you talk with them? How often do you talk with them? And obviously, people have differing schedules, but when you're able to talk, do you actively talk about love? And what type of love are you showing? Is it romantic? Is it friendship? Is it family? Stuff like that, Also, love takes on many different definitions. But this next one is called Insomniac. Often stay awake late at night. Why? Various reasons. Thinking about anything and everything. Theorizing about stuff. Thoughts on so many things. Why am I still awake? Various thoughts cross my mind. Some stuff kinda but some other interesting stuff. How am I still awake? Thinking about people, my friends and family, the ones who are probably asleep. Wrestling, comics, video games, history, science, tech, memes, YouTube. Go to sleep already, man. So this one I actually wrote about a year ago, in about May of 2022. And wouldn't you know, a year later, virtually nothing has changed, or about a year and a half ago. But what do you know? About a year and a half later, very little has changed. My sleep schedule is sometimes off. I've had to correct it due to like work and back then school and stuff like that. This was I believe I had just graduated when I wrote that poem. I just graduated before then, or was about to graduate. But yeah, sometimes sleep schedule gets messed up, but sometimes I do stay awake at night and pretty late at night. I know it's kind of a bad habit, but sometimes I'm up thinking about a lot of stuff and just stuff I have to do. And sometimes I do a lot of stuff at night, usually to prepare for the next day. So yeah, shout out to all my fellow insomniacs out there. But this next one is called After Love, and this is by Sara Teasdale. And if I do mispronounce any of these names, I apologize. There is no magic anymore. We meet as other people do. You work no miracle for me, nor I for you. You were the wind and I the sea. There is no splendor anymore. I have grown listless as the pool beside the shore. But though the pool is safe from storm, and from the tide has found surcease, it grows more bitter than the sea, for all its peace. After doing some research on Sara Teasdale, I do know she became divorced at one point. So there is a chance that this could be about that relationship, that previous relationship. But yeah, I've definitely been there. For those of you who don't know me, I used to date someone at one point around last year and earlier this year, but then we broke up, and that post breakup, it hurts, man. It definitely, you definitely feel it. Like, getting over a breakup is tough sometimes, especially depending on the relationship. Like now, if it was a toxic, like, messed up relationship, it can be like a weight being lifted. But if it was a relationship that was very nice and stuff, but just didn't work out, it can hurt. And even sometimes the toxic relationship, like the fact that it's over, or like it really comes down. You're like, wow, this is really over. I'm really not with this person anymore. It definitely hits you, like that feeling of not being together anymore, and the fact that now when you see each other, there's a slight awkwardness. Granted, me and my ex are still friends, but it did hurt. Like, when we first broke up, it did hurt. It hit like a ton of bricks, and getting over it, like getting past it, was pretty tough. Eventually, I got past it for the most part over time. Although sometimes it does still linger, but it's not as bad as it was. But yeah, that post breakup, it can definitely hurt. And to everybody going through a breakup right now, wishing you all the best of luck, and you can move past it. You can you'll heal, recover, and move on, hopefully, in time. But yeah, just wishing you guys all the best, because breakups kind of suck sometimes, But this last one is called For No Clear Reason, and this is by Robert Creeley. I dreamt last night, the fright was over, that the dust came, and then water, and women and men together again, and all was quiet in the dim moon's light. A paean of such patience. I think I mispronounced that word, but a paean of such patience, laughing at me, and the days extend over the earth's great cover, grass, trees, and flower are in season for no clear reason. And so, very interesting poem here. Essentially, what I'm getting out of it is Robert Creeley trying to interpret a dream he had, or at the very least the narrator, because as we've seen sometimes in poetry and just in literary terms, the narrator isn't always the author, isn't always the author's feelings. Sometimes the author's truant, who like feeling stuff do seep its way into its narrator, but sometimes they are two different they are two different entities, if you will. That happens sometimes. Don't quite know if that is the case with this one, but is worth mentioning at least. But something I note was kind of a was almost kind of a juxtaposition, and so seeing that seeing this peace washing over or the situation and whichever situation was in this dream, and seeing flowering, grass and trees and stuff growing, and almost like nature being restored, but for no clear reason. So kind of out of nowhere, and I shouldn't really say juxtaposition, but perhaps a transition, and showing this nice, awesome stuff happening for no clear reason, almost out of nowhere. What does it mean? Does this mean that whichever situation that either Robert Creeley or our narrator are going through is resolving itself? Is this a sign of moving past it, moving forward, and will they move past this situation? Kind of showing that might be the dream's implications, but sometimes dreams can be tricky to interpret, especially if your dreams are kind of out there. I have had some out there dreams before, but is that the meaning behind the dream, perhaps, or is it just that a dream? Does it really not mean anything? Is the no clear reason being that the dream just exists and it doesn't really mean anything or doesn't really lead to anything? And I think that's interesting, perhaps, in an interpretation of it. What exactly does the dream mean? What is the implications of not only this peace washing over the context of the dream, but for no clear reason? What exactly does that mean? And it's kind of up in the air, if you will. But nevertheless, I think that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please do me a favor: like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends, turn on post notifications so you know every time I upload a video, so you can see as soon as it drops. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts on the poems, my analysis. Do you agree or disagree? Do you like or dislike the poems? And what's your thoughts and interpretations and analysis of each poem? Let me know in the comments. But thank you all so much for watching. I will see you guys later. Peace.